This is the Aura strap. I've been using this thing for about 2 weeks now, and I think that's enough time to be able to give my full opinion on this product to you guys. Now, on paper, this thing is awesome. Being able to get your body composition data wherever you go from just your wrist is a really cool concept. But unfortunately in practice, a slew of both design and software shortcomings make this a product that I find really hard to recommend to people. And here's why. Hello everybody, my name is Robert and this is Review Clue. But of course, if this is the first time that you're seeing my face on your screen, then 1, lucky you, and 2, go down there, hit that subscribe button, smash that bell notification icon so you get notified every time I upload. Now, of course, Aura Devices did send this out to me for free for review, and please, Aura Devices, take what I'm saying here as constructive criticism. I genuinely wanted this product to be amazing, but there are just a few things that need changing for this to be a product that's ready for prime time. And let's talk about those now. First up, let's talk design. Now, I found the normal Apple Watch strap fiddly enough to get on. Using that one pin, I sort of had to hold it against my face and use the little pin, and that was pretty difficult. But with this Aura strap, you now have 2 points of failure. You have one Velcro strap and another. And what that means is that is 2 places now that I have to make sure that I'm tight enough. And I think I spent about double the amount of time getting this thing on and off my wrist than I did the normal watch. It just is not ergonomic or useful. I'd have much preferred to have seen a clipping system like you get on backpacks or something similar. A way to clip in and out much quicker. The band itself is also pretty big. This is for the 46mm watch and it is enormous. I was finding that I was having to pull it to a point where it would be overhanging like so. And what that means is this would get caught on basically anything. Clothing, desks, chairs, tables, basically anything. And it would do that, falling off of my wrist. And this is a real shortcoming of the design of this product. I feel like the actual material itself is fine. We've got this kind of woven material. I would have preferred to have seen metal here. The actual device is a plastic and you've also got your medical grade stainless steel as well. This is fine. This stuff and the Velcro just doesn't cut it, especially when you're using this thing on a daily basis, getting it on and off your wrist. On the plus side though, it is super easy to attach to the watch and trade in and out. It is literally just an Apple Watch strap. So you can just press the button on the back of the watch, pulling it out and replacing with whatever you need. Be that the Aura strap, or maybe you're wanting to return to the Apple Watch strap, and that is something that I will be doing at the end of this review. I just don't see a benefit right now for me, but we'll talk a little bit more about that later. So let's talk usability. Usability is a key point for this watch, and it is fairly easy to use. Once you've downloaded the app for your iPhone, it will also propagate to your Apple Watch. You are going to need an Apple Watch for this to work properly. But once you've got the app installed, it's going to walk you through the very basic setup. But put simply, once it's on your wrist, you're going to see a little button on the side of the device. You tap that, and it will start to make all of these funny buzzing sounds. Basically, you're going to want to take your other hand and place it, finishing that connection. Once it does that, it will beep and boop and make all of these funny noises for about 30 seconds before it finally tries to complete on the watch. Now, I was doing this twice a day for the last 2 weeks. I was finding that more times than not, I would have to redo that reading, just because the device either gave me incorrect data, incomplete data, or it simply just didn't return any data at all. And this is a big problem. The one thing that this device is built for, it simply didn't do half of the time.
A rubbish phone speaker's ruining your party? What about listening to your favorite podcast while washing and uh-oh, you broke your phone? Well, you need the Quell mini speaker. With its fun and funky lights, you're guaranteed to be the life of the party.
Don't you just hate being in those business meetings and your laptop audio just not quite cutting it? Well, you need Quell speaker. to amplify your meeting experience.
This mini speaker is the only speaker on the market personally endorsed by Review Quell himself, and he knows his audio. With the simple and elegant design, the Quell mini speaker looks great and sounds even better in any room of the house. Yes, even the bathroom. Struggling to carry those massive wireless speakers around? Well, the Quell speaker is just 7 centimeters in size and weighs just 136 grams. That's right, just 136! So now great audio can go wherever you do. The beach, the park, even the office. Connect any device through Bluetooth, wire, and even SD card. Yes, your record player can have the Quell experience. Make the best decision for your family and get them a mini speaker. Even your pets will love it.
Other wireless speakers cost hundreds of pounds, and who has the money for that? I certainly don't. That is why the Quell speaker is just $14.99. That is right, just $14.99. That's crazy value. But what's more, we're offering free shipping. Yes, you heard me right, free UK shipping. So what the hell are you waiting for? Get to Quell.world right now and buy your mini speaker and take great sound wherever you go. So you do have to use this in a very quiet environment because it's going to be using the little speaker on the side here to play the sounds to the watch, and the watch will interpret that data. Let me give you a listen to what this is going to sound like. So there we go. If you're in a noisy environment, 9 times out of 10 your watch is not going to pick up that sound, and that's going to cause you problems. Once you do get a good data set though, it is really easy to be able to view that data and do stuff with it. So originally it will only show up on the Apple Watch. I did find that in order to get it to work with the iPhone, you'd have to have the iPhone app open alongside doing it on your watch. You couldn't have the app closed and then come back to it later. The data simply didn't propagate from the watch to the phone, and I don't know whether this is a problem or whether this is an intended feature. But it is really annoying that I was taking all of these readings all day on my watch, but they were never propagating to my phone, so I couldn't actually analyse any of this data over a longer period of time without having the phone and the watch active. This is a big shortcoming, and I feel like there should be a way for us to be able to hold at least maybe 10 readings on the watch and it'd be able to sync up with the phone app really quickly and easily, but it simply didn't. The data seemed fairly accurate though. It did fluctuate a little, and as it should. My body composition will fluctuate on a day-to-day basis. So I actually ended up noting down most of these values as I was going along because the watch app and the app simply just wasn't saving any of this data. But I did see a consistency there, so that's good. We know that this device is consistent and that it does work when it does, but that's the problem. That is a very big when. There are many factors here that mean that this watch simply doesn't work half the time, and it is a real shame. I have heard better things about the Oura Band, however. The Oura Band is very similar to this strap, but it is a standalone device, which doesn't have to communicate through these beeps and booping noises. Instead, it connects directly to your iPhone or Android device and copies the same amount of data across, including all your steps and such. So this is a better concept overall. The strap is fundamentally flawed in the way that it is designed, and I just can't recommend it to people, not in its current state. What is nice though is the battery life here. It does have a replaceable battery and it's fairly easy to do with the included screwdriver in the box. They say it can last up to 6 months, and that's pretty good. I found that in the last 2 weeks of using this thing at least twice a day, I've dropped about 3% of my battery. I'm still at 97% and that will show up in the app. So that is really good. Considering that I'm using this quite a lot, I feel like this is going to last longer than that 6 months that they did advertise. The only reason someone should go out and buy this thing is if you want to support Aura devices and what they do, and be able to support them to create a Gen 2 version of this product, one that's a lot better. Because I can see potential here. The idea is incredible and there is the potential for this to be great. But these things just need ironing out before that can happen. So the mobile app itself is actually very good. All of the data is there and visible for you if it syncs across. We can see it across a longer period of time, and we can go in and see whether this is above normal, below normal, or a normal reading for each different type of data it is collecting, be that visceral fat, muscle, even water weight. So that's all really informative data, and the way that it's displayed to you is really nice and easy to understand. So the app itself is a really well-designed piece. It is just that hardware needs a little bit of work to be able to catch up with the rest of it. Anyway guys, what did you think of the Aura strap? Is this something that you maybe will be picking up in the future? Or do you think that it's just not quite ready for prime time yet and you're going to wait for a Gen 2 device? Let me know in the comment section down below, and of course, I hope to catch you in my next one. Adios.